think that now that we know so many of the books of the New Testament are probably forgeries or misattributed, why then are they kept in if these letters aren't written by Paul, for example?
Yes, well, so this is a problem, and it's the deal is that most people who accept the writings of the New Testament don't know that this is the kind of thing scholars are saying. And which is the purpose of this podcast, to bring information to the world at large that scholars know and they don't, because this is commonplace among scholars. But there are big debates among scholars as well. It's not that there's one view of things,
Mhm.
and so within the world of biblical scholarship, in our country, in the United States, the majority of scholars who devote their lives to studying the New Testament and get paid to do it are evangelical Christians or conservative Christians of one kind or another, and they would not agree with me that some of the very conservative ones won't agree with me that Paul did not write First and Second Timothy and Titus. Historical scholars generally, the historical scholars are pretty agreed on that, but evangelical scholars who have a commitment to the Bible not having mistakes in it are not going to say they won't, and they'll argue, no, actually Paul did write these things. And so there are disputes. And so the church at large continues to affirm the authorship of these books, and in part because, of course, I mean, it's if it's right that these are not written by the people who are claimed to be the authors, then that in the modern world that is seen as a form of lying, and you obviously can't have lying in the New Testament, and so the problem tends to get brushed away rather than looked at as a historical problem. It's dealt with as a theological problem, and which is completely understandable. But if you're dealing with that as a historical problem, historical scholars they doubt 6 of these letters. They doubt that Peter wrote Second Peter, and they don't think John wrote Revel, etc.
Okay, thank you. Going back then to the